7.4, rotation of a point. So we've already talked about these rotations. I actually stole these from the notes we already had. But remember, CCW is counterclockwise. Normally, we do things on the coordinate plane counterclockwise, but not always, so make sure you read. So the rules again are if I rotate a shape or a point 90 degrees counterclockwise, so that would be taking it 1 quadrant back. That is going to switch the x and y's, and you really should negate the y first. And the reason why that happens is because you're taking a point, let's say this here in quadrant 1 is positive, positive. You're going to the left a quadrant, which then makes it a negative x and a positive y. But because we're flipping them, y now becomes the x. So that's why you negate the y, then flip them, which the y is becoming the x is becoming the y. Okay, 180, think of you would flip and then flip again. So actually you're back to the same order, you just needed to negate x and y. So this is what we had on 7.3 when you have something reflected across the origin. It was the same rule. You just negate them. You don't switch them. And then a 270 is really the same as going 90 degrees clockwise, but you need to switch again. So it's taking the shape 1, 2, 3 quadrants backwards. And this time you're getting, so here we got negative, negative. Now it's a positive y. So your y value is changing. So you're actually negating the x so that when you swap them, the x actually becomes your y. So somehow you have to remember that. So what is the image of each point after rotation counterclockwise about the origin? So if I want to take -5, 6, 90 degrees counterclockwise, I'm going to change the y value. So now it'll become a -6, and I'm going to swap it. So now I'll put -6, comma, -5. And that's it. Number 2, 180 is the easiest one. So think 90 switches, 180 switches again, so they're back to normal. We just negate. So the opposite of -7 is now 7. Opposite of -8 is now 8. And then number 3, we are going to switch, but first think about the y value changes, which will actually mean the x value is going to be the opposite, so that when we switch it, it's the y. So this will become a 2, but it will be the y. So this switches to be 4, comma 2. Okay, so remember those rules.